All right, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honor to the elder apostles and the bishops, a great millstone that rule well, that teach well, while learn this truth 100% according to the Bible. And I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophets, servants scattered abroad the four corners of the earth, and shalom to the Akwaf, which are the sisters that are sincere, and your children, shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, it's going to be another video going into just how evil and sick things are and perverse things are out here in America, Babylon the Great. So, I'm going to read the title of this video. As you brothers and sisters can see, it says, Repo Man run over by driver trying to escape tow truck, So that's what time it is in which we're living in. And I'm going to get a precept to start off the video like I always do. I'm going to go to, all right, evils. All right, the water that you have by Shem Shot. I'm gonna go to that second address. I'm gonna go to second address chapter this is second address chapter 14, verse 16. And it says, For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So the Lord is basically telling Esdras in the vision that the things that are to come, because Esdras was able to see into our time period. He was able to see the destruction of Babylon the Great and all types of different things, the sedition among men, the uprising, Jacob's trouble. Esdras was able to see those things. So, we know that the evils that are to happen in America will increase, man. And we're seeing the beginning stages of it, how these people are behaving and conducting themselves in this society, mainly the men and the women, right? This is second Esdras chapter 14, verse 17. And it says, For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, right? And the reason the world is being weakened through age because it's being ran in wickedness by Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's running his world and governing it in wickedness to the point that, guess what? The earth is not getting the nourishment that it needs. The earth was created to be reigned in righteous authority, and that's going to happen when our Lord Yahweh returns, man. As it says in Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. That also goes into the world itself, man. Why you think you see in the world the trees looking sad, things of that nature, man? Because this earth is being ran by the wicked. So the more that sin increases upon this earth, the more the world is going to decay. That's why the Lord is going to have to purify it with those nuclear missiles and hit certain places, man. Because this world is the wickedness of this earth has made it weak, right? And it says, I'm going to read it again from the top. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, right? So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And we're in that generation now where the evils are increasing and will eventually get out of hand, right? Ultimately leading up to that Jacob's trouble, the MOTB and World War III and various other things that the Lord is going to bring. But I'm going to get into this video and we're going to look at it just a little bit of it, to allow you brothers to see just how gone people are in this society, man, how wicked people are, man, just to let you brothers and sisters know. But yeah, I'm going to get into this video. Before I started, I want to say that this is under the 1976 Copyright Act, that I'm not being paid for this video, that this is only for educational purposes only. So fair use. Fair use.
A sickening, horrifying moment caught on camera. A repo man run over by a driver trying to escape his car being towed. This whole thing played out in just a matter of seconds. And this video, it is disturbing and shocking to watch.
Yeah, and we want to stress the only reason why we're showing it to you because the man is okay, which is why, again, we're showing you the video. It all unfolded. Let's map it out for you. This morning at the University Gardens Manor Apartments on North Cabana Circle. We want to warn you again, the video you're about to see can be unsettling and even hard to watch.
Fox 13's Carolyn Serta joins us live from the Tillman precinct. Carolyn, it is hard to believe that that victim was able to survive those injuries.
Just incredible. Darcy and Daniel, that victim we know is recovering tonight. So again, we are about to show you that video. Another warning, it can be disturbing to some. It shows that car backing over this victim's head and then taking off.
What appears to
start as a routine repossession, quickly turns violent when a Memphis repo man gets underneath the wheel of a car and the driver backs over his head. Watch again from the beginning.
Right, and you just seen that happen, you know. And these is the times we're living in, man. You know, the Lord said that the evils, you know, in the last days, perilous times shall come. 2 Timothy 3:1. And by saying perilous times, that word perilous goes into times full of danger and or of risk, man. You know, so you can't even just go and do your job at a, you know, I'm pretty sure this was probably a part of that guy's job, you know, and you can see that he's a Jake, so-called black man, you know. So you can't even just go and do your job in this society without somebody practically trying to take your life, man. You know, and that's what the Lord said that will be happening in these times. So let me go to St. Matthew chapter 24, and I'm going to start at verse 12. Right? Bear with me. Matthew 24:12. Salakia. And it says, and because iniquity shall abound, and that word iniquity going into sin upon sin. That's why you're seeing these people out here in America act the way they're acting. That's why you're seeing people behave in the manners in which they're conducting themselves, is because these people they have a lot of spirits upon them, man. You know, that's what the Lord means about iniquity, sin upon sin. And when you sin, we know that what the Lord said, when you sin, you basically allowing unclean spirits within you, man. You know, and a lot of these people, they have a lot of unclean spirits in them, man. So it said, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many, right, shall wax cold. And that word cold goes into the Greek, which means psychos or crazy. That's why you see this guy run his man's head over. He knew that guy was under his car, man. You know, he knew the dude was trying to put the little chain on his car to tow it. But, you know, that's what happened, man. These demons out here, man, they're getting more intense, man. People are becoming more evil, more crazy, more cold, more demonic, man. And that's going to happen closer and closer we get to the return of the Lord, that these people are going to behave in these wicked manners, man. And it's only going to increase, man, you know. But we're going to get back into the video, you know. Like I said, it probably won't be a long video, just a quick hit, you know. But just to show you, brothers and sisters, how evil this world is, man. You can't even just go to your job and do a job without somebody practically trying to take your life, man. That's why the Lord said in Ephesians, Salakia, not Ephesians. Well, Ephesians 6 as well, you know, 6-10, how you want to be guarded up, man. You want to have on the full armor of the Lord so that you can, you know, the Lord can protect you from things like this. That's why the Lord says also in the book of 1 Thessalonians, you know, 5:17 as well, that we must pray without ceasing. And this is why you must pray without ceasing, because you're not even safe nowhere you go. You're not safe in the Walmart. You're not safe at your job. You're not safe with your family. You're not safe nowhere you at, man. You know, because spirits are possessing people and getting them to do the unthinkable, man. So, you know, you got to stay prayed up, man, in these times that we're in. But I'm going to let this video play a little bit more.
As the tow truck driver grabs the chains to secure this red Ford Focus, a man runs behind him, hops into the driver's seat, turns on the ignition, and hits reverse.
Wow, man.
Memphis police say this unfolded just before 8 this morning here at the University Gardens Manor Apartments. As the victim screams in pain, a woman can be seen disregarding him, instead directing the driver how to escape.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I just heard what the woman on this video said. The woman that's outside, you see her, Big Shirley, man, a big so-called black woman, you know, sitting outside and seeing that this man's head just got ran over by a tire. And instead of her trying to help him, she trying to direct the man that's trying to get, you know, directing the thief that's trying to get away with the car. You know, so you see that this place is very evil, man. That's why the Lord is about to bring judgment upon this damn place, man, because you see that this place is just sick, man. All of the people that are in this country are sick. The 2/3 of these people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, they ass got to go, man. And this is why they got to go, man. You can't even just, you know, do a job without ninjas basically doing things of wickedness, man, you know. And this is just the times we're in, man. So I'm going to get that Ephesians 5:15 again, man. And it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, man. In verse 16, redeeming the times, right? Because the days are evil, man. You know, the days are very much evil out here, man, that you can't even just go to the store. I mean, Salakia, you just can't even do your job, man. That guy was just doing his job. He didn't, you know, he didn't tell Jake to not pay his car payment for those people to come tow your car. He not the reason your car getting towed. He just there to pick it up, man. You should have paid your bill. But, you know, that's what these people do, man. Demons all over these people, man. So you got to be cautious when you go outside. You got to be cautious everywhere, man. And you definitely got to pray continuously. As I've said again, 1 Thessalonians 5:17, pray without ceasing, man. Because prayer is going to be one of our main things in the times that we're about to come into. Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, you know, dealing with all of these different persecutions that are about to be coming, about to start coming amongst the saints, you know, the men and women of the Lord and the children. So you got to be praying, man. That's going to be your main weapons in these evil times that we're about to come into. So, you know, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say with this video today. Like I said, it was a quick hit, just something quick, you know, and Lord's willing, it was edifying. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom.